In the state of California, beverage recycling is at an all-time high. Nearly 100% or 4 billion aluminum cans like this one were recycled between the period of January and June of 2011. The city of Palm Springs has separate containers for trash and for recyclables in its downtown district. Do you think it's pretty accurate that 100% of cans are being recycled?
Well, I have a little suspicion to use the word 100%, but I would think it would be a huge amount of volume. One, because of the economy. Two, because it's just correct to take stuff to put it back instead of all the waste that there was. But I would lean to be that it would be a high percentage. 100, I'm always suspect of.
Are you aware of the California CRV, which is you pay 5 cents for every can, or like 10 cents for like a 2-liter bottle?
Right. Well, you walk in when you see a price at $1.99. When you get up there, then it's 2 something. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize it. They kind of really ignore it, but it would be nice if they included it in the price. Then you wouldn't get the shock pattern when you get up there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The state of California keeps track of beverage container sales, returns, redemption, and recycling rates on its official website at ca.gov. About the recycling of the cans, about 100% were recycled. Do you think that's kind of high?
Yes.
And why is that?
Because I don't think 100% of people recycle cans.
Okay. You personally recycle your cans and bottles and everything?
We do. Yeah, I do.
Very good. Where do you take them normally?
Well, we just have an extra like recycle bin, and the recycling people pick it up.
Oh, okay. Now, are you aware of the California CRV, which is you pay 5 cents for every can, or like 10 cents for like a 2-liter bottle?
Yeah, where they pay you for the recycling. Mm-hmm.
Southern California residents are skeptical about the 100% recycling rate because some people simply toss their cans in the trash. So you heard about the report about 100% of aluminum cans are recycled. Do you think that's kind of high?
I think that's very high. I've seen a couple alongside the highway. Couldn't be 100% then.
Okay, all right.
No.
Now, do you recycle your cans pretty regularly?
Constantly, all of them, everything, paper, bottles, metals, everything.
Okay. You know about the CRV with the aluminum cans, like when you buy a can, there's a certain, few cents you pay for each can and then you get it back?
Nope, didn't know that at all.
Oh, okay.
So I actually would get money back if I brought them into the store?
Or a recycling center, yes.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, I'm hoping somebody's picking through them and making money for that. Either someone that needs to make money or else the city or is making money from it.
Meanwhile, the recycling of all materials, which includes aluminum, glass, bimetals, and others, is also at a new high of 88% for the same time period. rePLANET is one of the companies responsible for the state's spike in recycling.
We run recycling centers predominantly in the parking lot of supermarkets. These are prevalent throughout the state of California. It's a place for consumers to come and sell back their bottles and cans and get their California redemption value back from what they paid when they bought the beverages in the store.
Okay. Now, are you finding that more people were recycling the bottles in 2011 than a year ago?
Yes, I believe more people are recycling their bottles and cans than a year ago. We've seen higher recycling rates in the state of California, somewhat less rates of people actually buying bottles and cans, beverages of that nature, but the rate at which they're recycling them is definitely up year over year.
So please explain to me and the viewers what the CRV is and how it's different from a deposit.
I'll try. CRV is California Redemption Value. It's the deposit you pay on certain bottles and cans when you buy beverages in the supermarket or in other markets where they sell that. When you pay CRV, you have a right to get that money back when you recycle your beverage containers. So if you go to a state certified recycling center, such as those that we operate at rePLANET, you're entitled to get the California redemption value back on your beverage containers after you recycle them.
Okay, excellent. And now why is it some cans and bottles are counted individually while others are weighed, in a bag?
This is really a matter of consumer preference. Under the state's beverage container recycling law, the consumer is able to select either way. You can have materials weighed. If you have a lot of materials when you're coming to recycle, it may take a long time to count each one. So it's very easy to weigh those and just get a refund that way. The state will provide a conversion rate such that we know how many containers there are per pound of aluminum, how many containers there are for plastic, and we use those state rates in order to create the refund. If the consumer has a smaller amount and they want them counted, we can do that too. The recycling machines we have are unique to rePLANET's operations here in California, and with those recycling machines you can put as many as you're in, and they effectively pay you by count. So if you want to sit there and have a lot counted, you will be able to use the recycling machines effectively to do that.
rePLANET recycling centers are located in the parking lots of grocery and retail stores in California. Now, how often do you recycle your cans and bottles here?
Anytime I can, like we have like a recycling bin in our backyard. So like once it gets full, I start separating them, and then like I bring them to recycle them. I'll like say maybe 3 times a month maybe. So
I want to talk to you about the state of California came out with a report saying that the aluminum cans, about 100% of them are being recycled. Do you think that's kind of high, or do you agree with that?
I think that's pretty high, like for 100%. I mean, it's pretty okay, but it feels like 200, but yeah, let's do just pretty much more. It's pretty good.
So you think it's a lot lower than that?
No, I don't think it's lower or higher. I think it's okay.
Do you think that's pretty accurate?
Yeah.
The state's current goal is to increase the recycling rate of glass, plastics, and bimetals. So a recent report from the state of California said that 100% of aluminum cans are being recycled. Do you think that's accurate?
I don't think so. I don't think there's that many conscientious people in the world right now.
Do you think it's a little bit lower?
I think it's probably more like 60% are probably saving, and 40% are letting somebody else do the work for them.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good.
It's just like the city with the waste management has their recycling bins. I think a lot of people probably mix a lot of stuff up in there that doesn't really need to be, and vice versa on the containers.
Bottle deposit programs create 11 to 38 times more jobs than curbside recycling. Now, will a consumer get more back if they weigh it versus putting it in individually?
Yeah, that's a subject of a lot of debate, and I don't think it's really true on average one way or another. I think ultimately at the end of the day you get paid the same for each. Because the state provides conversion rates, containers per pound, there are supposedly 15 containers per pound, let's say, for plastic. Well, not everybody has the same type of plastic. Some people have the big, heavy, thick sports drinks, and those are heavier than average. Other people have small, thin water bottles, and those are lighter than average. So depending on whether you weigh or whether you count, you may get a different rate, but at the end of the day, the average is the average, and that's the rates that the state gives us to pay the general public. But again, with us, if you want, you can choose. Our recycling machines will count as many as you want to put in there, or if you want to have a transaction by weight, we'll weigh them for you on our scale, and you're going to get paid the right amount either way.
So on the website you have coupons to get maybe extra 10 cents or something. How does that work?
Well, that's something that we do from time to time. It depends on the market rates for aluminum and other competitive activities. But we will, if you go onto replanetusa.com, you can search for coupons on there. It's under our location finder. Just the same way you type in a city and search for a site. If there are coupons available there, they will show up on the website and you can download them. But it does change. It changes week by week, quite frankly.
And I was going to ask what can be done to have more folks recycle, but I guess you can't have any more than 100%.
Well, we're very lucky recently that California did hit 100% with recycling rate for aluminum cans. We're still not quite there yet for glass and plastic, and of course that's our goal. We want to get there. At rePLANET right now, we're trying to do a variety of things to get people to recycle. For instance, we have a new charity fundraiser program that schools and other nonprofit organizations can use to raise funds with, booster clubs and other things like that. And so somebody who may normally not be recycling may want to recycle to support an organization that's close to them, an organization in their community. So we're trying to find more ways, more incentives to get people to recycle, trying to constantly educate our customers and educate the general public about the values and importance of recycling.
To find the nearest rePLANET location, visit their website at www.replanetusa.com. Reporting from Moreno Valley, California, I'm Jason Rzucidlo for AmericaJR.com.